Megan, bring me a Pepsi. Pepsi, Michael, a Pepsi. All I wanted was a Pepsi. Far from suicidal, I think. Far from suicidal if I want a Pepsi.
Ooh. That scare you?
No.
Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I'm Mike. He's Jay. We continue the Friday the 13th series. Sorry, we're inside. Nothing especial. Sometimes the weather sucks and you can't do things outside.
It's hot as fucking sweaty balls out there too. Because it's daytime, which is unusual now. We usually shoot at night, where the fucking darkness takes our soul. You can slice it, you can dice it, but the J-Man keeps on coming. It doesn't matter what you do to this motherfucker, he's still coming around. He's back, and again, a couple of Crystal Lakers are up there wanting to fuck. And Jason's like, not in my house. And he's gonna slice and dice those bitches.
The king bed Jason.
The only difference with this one is you introduce the biker gang, which is fucking ridiculous. They literally look like they stepped off of Michael Jackson's Beat It as extras. Like they're like
Bruce Leroy.
That's yeah, The Last Dragon. And also you got this weird like uber funky soundtrack over the beginning, like ding. Like I can't even
love the opening.
The techno part of it's weird. I mean, it does have its place in '83 is when the movie came out, but it's off kilter because all the other ones that had this serious kind of toned music, and then all of a sudden they switch it up there. The one thing that's iconic about this movie specifically, though, is that Jason does get his iconic hockey mask. I mean, that's the first time we see it because of thanks to fat curly-haired Chili. He's a actor wannabe, and he has all these props and things, and he's also the most like. I felt bad for him in some scenes, but he's so self-depreciating about everything. He's like, nobody likes me, and everything's nothing, and I'm a fucking actor.
I felt like Donnie Darko when he goes up to the podium and he's like talking to that kid. He's like, "You're sick of boys getting your ass kicked? Kick him in the nuts. People calling you fat? Lose some weight.
Yeah.
Get on a treadmill." That's what I wanted to say to him. I wanted to have
clue, bro.
The Donnie Darko speech. He'd be like, "Dude, just stop," because he was like, "Sorry." But I did feel bad for him. You're right, and I liked him because he's a horror guy. He likes to play pranks. There's other movies where he would have been the star of the show, being just like he was in this one. But
for sure.
That's the only. Like, I can't say a lot of good things. This is one of my least favorite entries in the franchise. One of the best things about it, obviously, is it's the first time you get the hockey mask, like you said. And even though it wasn't like the best way to get the hockey mask ever, you kind of was just like, "Oh, here's a nice piece of shit," and put it on. It's funny when you watch the behind-the-scenes stuff. No one still knows to this day who exactly came up with the idea of the mask because a bunch of people on the studio set are fighting over it. Like the 3D effects supervisor says that it was him, but then other people say it was like a group of people. Some people say it was Steve Miner. So it's this big like. Not controversy, but people are just kind of talking shit like, I don't know, some people say they created the mask, some other people say they did.
I'm sure it was some extra on set named Kevin with a starter bag that had just got off hockey practice. He's like, I have no ideas. What about that shit?
Gene Simmons
Get the
guitar
goalie
tag
one.
is what the dude looks like. He said it was his idea.
So, as far as when he gets the mask, I always thought that part was cool when he walks on the boardwalk and he shoots that bitch with the harpoon gun, because obviously this is supposed to be in 3D and you can tell that it's, as much as they're trying to make it 3D, I mean, it looks weird when you're watching it in 2D. But when he walks down the boardwalk into Killer, and he's wearing like the straight up Jason outfit, and he's big as shit. He looks big as fuck. It just looked like he was like doing a fashion show. He's like, check me out.
He was walking the fucking runway.
And he was standing there. He was like, look at me, look and behold, I am all that is bad. And then she was like, Shelly, seriously, stop. And he goes, like a harpoon right through her eyeball.
That scene gives me fucking tremors in my hands because it reminds me of a day in your basement at your mom's house when we were kids, and you were like, "Hey Mike, look at this Red Ryder BB gun," and you shot me the exact same way. I was sitting at the computer desk, and he thought it would be funny. Picked up that, it was just a Red Ryder, like the pump action ones, and you shot it just like this, and it was like 3D because I saw that little shitty fucking BB go woo, and hit me right in the fucking eye, right on the eyelid.
I really thought I blinded you because it slowed down, but I saw it like go, and you're like, oh. I could see it right there.
That scene gives me flashbacks, but it is one of the better kills of the movie, and there's that kill that's really good, the way that they shot it. There's the fact that he finds the mask, and we finally get fucking full, ready to go. I activated myself at 8:45.
Put on your pants and fucking put your wieners up. Gentlemen, we've got things to do.
One of the best kills in the entire fucking franchise is also in this, and that is the handstand guy. They put plexiglass as a floor, and for Friday the 13th, this is some fancy ass shit.
Yeah.
They put plexiglass in the floor, and he's doing his stupid fucking handstand because practical jokes and yo-yos were like a big deal at this time in life. I'm glad
they still are.
Impress the chicks. He's like, "Don't do me, you're the yo-yo master."
Hey, listen, when you go out to a bar, you're trying to get the girl, just pull out a fucking yo-yo and go, what's up? Look at that.
Because you're the yo-yo guy.
Walk the dog.
This is one of my favorite kills of the entire franchise. Then you get the iconic shot of Jason really close to the camera, like, like churning the fucking butter of life. It was amazing.
He looked like he really got mad. He's like, I don't like handstands. He was like,
triggered by your goddamn
he was.
handstand.
As soon as he walked, he's like, I am so fucking sick of this safe space bullshit. Like, it was just so much anger in the way that Jason sliced him open. But the other cool kill that came, and I know, guys, we're not really talking that much about the plot, but there's a plot. There is a plot.
There is no plot.
If there's something that exists that has words on it called a script, but is it really a story?
I don't think there was even a fucking script for this movie.
I think that the general basis of it, it's pretty much like I said, the first two are the exact same as this one, but the only difference is it's not Crystal Lake as far as the camp. It's just a like resort area, not even resort, like a retreat for this girl who's getting over this traumatic event. She meets up with her ex-flame from last summer, which she's kind of a bitch to him anyway at first, and then all her friends come with her, and that's it. That's the general plotline. And I want to say also, before I get to the kill that I like the best, is why the fuck was there a 45-year-old wannabe Cheech in the back? He looked like he was 45 years old hanging out with an 18-year-old kid, and I'm like, that's normal?
Yeah. He was
like, I guess maybe it was normal in 83, but it was weird.
Someone had an uncle like that, and he was like, I just want to put this character in the movie. And the way that those movies were produced, someone was like, okay, fuck it, you can have your guy in the band.
So that's the whole thing. But my favorite kill comes at the hands of the main girl's boyfriend, Rick, I believe. He crushes that motherfucker's head, and his eyeball goes pling. Turkey's done. Like, it really does. I mean, he popped his eyeball out. It was like, you know what? Jason's like, it's hand curls. It's arm curls. What are they doing? But yeah, that was my favorite scene. Besides the harpoon to the eye,
it looked amazing, but it also looked like shit. Like if you look at it close, it was like in the original Terminator when he goes to cut out his eye. It looks really good, but all of a sudden there's the animatronic head, and he's like.
Yeah, but you know, Jason did some work after the Rick and her boyfriend, you know, and the main girl leave for a while. He cleaned that whole fucking house out. Like, it was over. Like, closing time.
It's like getting all your homework done on Friday, so you have the weekend to party.
Shelley, his death scene. I mean, to me, it was just another death scene. He got his throat slashed, and he's at the doorway. You don't really get to see him get his throat slashed.
And there's always off-camera kills in these movies, and that was just one of them.
Yeah.
But, I mean, at the same time, I feel bad for the guy because I was watching the behind-the-scenes stuff and he was talking about it. And he was like, I could hear people making fun of me at the theater when I was watching it. They were like, "That's the shittiest death I've ever seen," or whatever. And I was like, I didn't think that he did that bad in that scene. No. Like, I thought the scene was okay. I mean, I would have rather seen it, but whatever.
Like, he was meant to be probably an annoying character as much as he was to the actors as far as in the show, he was an annoying character, and to the audience, he was probably annoying.
But I kind of felt for him.
Yeah, I did. You fell for him?
And love
those curly, creepy hairs.
I think he had a tiny little window fart chance at getting with that lady.
I don't believe so.
I think he had a chance because she said, because here's the thing, when he's like, "Look, I like you, how about we go upstairs?" Fuck. That's what he should have said.
You gotta work on your technique there,
guys, if you're ever in that situation, just come on out and fucking say it. You don't say that, but don't be so, I just kind of like you. You know, she's like, but she was thinking about it. She said, "I don't think so," but then she said, if I'm gonna sleep with this fucking guy, I know I'm gonna get made fun of for it. I need to go outside and I need to make a good decision for once. So she goes outside, and I think she went out there to think about it. She went out there to have a moment with herself and said, am I gonna sleep with this weird guy or not? And instead, he does the Jason joke and fucks all up.
I think that she went outside to just get really pissed off at her friends. Like, I mean, I come up here for one fucking weekend, and they set me up with a guy that's got a fucking pube set on his hair, and is all into fucking weird shit. I mean, what am I gonna do? I am horny. Yeah.
She was gonna do it.
But his wiener's probably 5 inches.
She was like, I do like
What are you gonna do with that 1/6 inch? If you only got 5 inches, then what? He's probably like, what do you need the extra inch for?
He'd be one of those dudes that just had a weird ass big dick. Like
John, like John Holmes or something. He'd probably pull out a snake from his fucking trousers. But anyway, yeah, so that happens, and she does go through his wallet, and she starts seeing, like, you know, the only cool thing that he even did.
No, because I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but this is an important thought.
What?
He does not have a big dick. He doesn't have a big dick.
Yeah. Oh, that's an important thought.
Yeah, well, it is, because when they went skinny dipping, he didn't go. If you're that character and all you have is a secret, like, fucking under like the God mode dick, like secret level cheat code dick, that'd be your one chance. You'd be like, yes, let's go skinny dipping. I'm fat, but fuck it. And he would just unveil it before everyone.
I don't know though, man. Like, if you had a schlong like that, you could unroll it like a fucking water hose. Like, even then, like, you're still gonna be. You probably won't even know what you really have because you're so out of shape and like have no confidence in yourself.
I guess.
If you have a huge dick like that. Anybody else with just a modem of confidence would be like, all right.
Yeah.
They don't even make fucking trousers long enough for my fucking dick.
They're going skinny dipping, and I'm not that skinny. I was like, oh, stop it. Take your big dick and let it shine.
That's self-depreciating
Show it to the
humor.
world, Stephen.
And it wasn't even humor. Like, he wasn't like making fun of himself. He was literally just being a downer about everything. And that was like annoying about him. But the only shining moment that he really had to where maybe he got a little confidence or whatever is when he has a confrontation with the biker gang in the little, mom and pop shop. And they come over, which is the weirdest. Again, they just stepped off of Michael Jackson's Beat It video. She was trying to use food steps to buy beer, which I'm sure, that does happen. So and then Charlie's like, here, I got a 20. And threw in his little fucking Velcro wallet.
Yeah.
And then, that's when they have the confrontation. And what happens is he doesn't really fight them. He just pays them, or he says they're sorry or whatever, then walks out of the store, and he runs over their fucking bike.
Yeah, he's like, he's just gone too far.
Yeah, and then they, after that, then he drives off, and he's like, I did it? Did I really do it? Like, yeah, you fucking did it. You ran over his bike.
It's an attempt, I think, to make you like these characters, but it just feels up and enforced. But then you get 3 more people for Jason to kill. But another weird thing, you mentioned the random, I can't sit here, don't take no goddamn food stamps,
Yeah,
man.
that was funny as
There's
fuck.
that, and then there's the random scene where she was like, remember, we're pregnant. And it's like, never comes up again.
I was like, we're not pregnant. You're pregnant. I can drink.
She gets it,
She
and
was
you never
pretty
know,
hot,
did
though. She's pretty
the
smoking.
baby died too, I guess, right?
Well, yeah,
because
so that would count as another kill for Jason.
right.
Just keep on stacking them.
Yeah, that's you want to get really
that counts for 2.
fucked up about it.
That counts for 2.
But again, it's something this movie does that we have to talk about is they just keep retreading the same fucking footsteps. Like they don't want to write anything new at all because you got the Kevin Bacon death with her, right? We already did that death once. Even though it was cool, she was reading a magazine that said Tom Savini in it, and
that was cool. That was a
an
good
ode to Savini right there. But then
25 years with Godzilla.
Yes. And then in the ending, these movies they come to an end, and I'm telling you, I watched all the behind the scenes shit for this, and I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, not one time is there a mention of a script at all. I think this whole thing was fucking on the go. Let's just make up shit as we go along. And then you get to the end, and again, we don't know how to end the fucking movie. Like, we have no idea. They shot several scenes. They didn't know how to end it. You've got the barn scene, which we'll talk about.
The barn scene really was like the main focal point of the whole fucking movie. It could have just been called Friday the 13th, The Barn.
Yeah.
Because that's where all the killings and cool shit really take
And
place.
that's where Jason looked the best.
Yeah, except minus, the harpoon gun and the squishing of the head. Those were cool scenes that didn't take place in the barn. But
he just looked cool and angry.
one of the glaring plot holes that I always thought about this movie, there's several. I mean, the Friday the 13th is not a highbrow fucking movie anyway, either way. But I always thought it was funny. How the fuck did those bikers find out where they live so fast? I was like, you don't have GPS and you didn't have a Google. Like, you just decided, like, they live on one of those houses that we'll just follow them. And then their whole idea to get revenge for the bike was to suck fucking gas out of their tank and burn the goddamn barn down. And then for a second, Foxy was like, I don't know about this, Ollie. And he's like, nobody's gonna get hurt, baby. I was like, now all of a sudden he's a caring biker. Like, I don't want to hurt anybody. I just want to burn their fucking barn down.
They were setting him up to come back because his death made no sense. I was confused. I was like, I want to see, what is Jason hitting him with?
Well, first off, I don't know.
He was just punching him, I think.
He stabbed the Foxy lady through the fucking face.
That was a cool death.
But you didn't see it. You just
Right.
see the aftermaths of it. Because she's swinging on there's like, ain't no swinging on my fucking barn. And he's like, and kills her. And then Loco goes in there and like, hey, where you at, girl? And goes upstairs. Jason fucks his shit up. But I think that was another below the camera slice. I don't even think he got anything like cool that he died.
He got a little bit. You saw it coming out the back, the pitchfork.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And then he held the cigarette in his mouth the entire time he died.
That's impressive. I mean, he was still getting those puffs in before he died. And then Ali comes in, and Ali, he gets fucking rocked by Frazier. Because he comes in there and, like, not only does Jason just get pissed, he takes, like, I think it's a billy club or something, and just starts beating the shit out of him. And he gets knocked up for, like, at least a day. Yeah, I don't know. He's been out for a while.
He wakes up at the perfect time. But yeah, then you go back to the barn, and these all end with the chase scene. The best part, too, was the chase scene by old Bag.
I love that, though.
Then the chase scene in this one happens, and it's really good. And, dude, it's because, like, I don't love this movie, but Jason he may look more badass in this movie than in any other movies.
I don't know,
because
man.
they made that dude so fucking. And he's passed away now, so rest in peace to him. But he was a really good Jason, man. And they spent hours and hours in because he's a real little guy. Like later on in his life, if you see pictures of him and stuff, he's a smaller dude. But this Jason was fucking built.
He was.
I call him Traps Jason, dude, because he was just walking around like this shit the whole fucking time.
Well, I mean, the chase
The
scene.
green shirt.
Yeah,
I
don't know. I think I always liked part 6 better, or 7 when he had the chain around his neck. I thought that was cool looking. That just added extra flavor to it. But the thing about him is, I like the chase scenes and they're cool. But I think it's funny that when he gets. The only thing I don't like about this movie, and I know they didn't know anything better or whatever, but when he gets stabbed and fucked up, he makes sounds. Like he's like, oh! Oh, fuck! And then like she stabs him in the leg. He's like, I was like, why are you talking? Why are you making noises? He's like, she fucked my leg up. She's like, she's not supposed to fight back. But when he runs after her when she's going across the bridge, you can see him like hobbling, running, and I was like, there's whole Hop Along Jason. Like he's coming at you. The new action figure with Hop Along. Like, it just looks funny to me because it's Jason and he's big as fuck and he's supposed to be this supernatural immortal killer and he's like. Like it's like your leg's not blown up, and it, you know later on, obviously that's a knife to the leg is like I don't know a gnat bending.
It did look good though when he got stabbed in the leg, and then but then he goes to fucking jujitsu. He's like the thing and throws that thing. He doesn't even look like he threw the knife hard, and it's one of those effects things. But it pings inside the fucking wall.
She like stabbed him. Yeah, that was fun because it looked like a ninjutsu throw.
Like, he just came out. If he was Colin Farrell and he was like, I missed. I never missed.
Because it was like I don't know. Maybe it was just the editing, the way it just flowed in that scene, but it was like so quick. Kind of was like. And it was a perfect fucking shot. I was like, you know, he was number one in archery.
Yeah, the Aaron Rodgers shit.
Yeah, it was perfect. So, you know, anyway, as we keep going and moving on through the movie, after Jenny's boyfriend gets his head exploded by him, and he throws him through the window just to show her he's working. Like, you see what I did? You like that?
I like that character a lot, by the way, because even though he seems 27 years older than everybody else,
he is way older. Yeah,
I liked him a lot. Like, I don't know, there's something about his character. Like, for me, it's never the person who survives that I like the most. So far in these movies, every time someone dies, it ends up. The person I like the most and wanted to be the last person is someone who dies.
Not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me.
But I like him because he just wanted to get fucking laid, dude. He just showed up. He was like, God damn it. He's like, will you quit making me jump through hoops? You broke my fucking car windows out. I'm pissed. I skipped a weekend with this hot chick on the lake to come out here and have sex with you, and you won't let me have the sex.
That's what I'm talking about when I went, like, she contradicted him like shit. Like, he was helping her out, like, stacking fucking hay for her and stuff. And he's like, I'm only doing this because I have a promise of Fijian temple later on, and I want that now. It's my money and I need it now.
Yeah.
And then when that doesn't happen, she's like, well, just let me get to know you again. He's like, I already know you. We already talk. We talk on the phone all the fucking time. That's the worst.
The fucking Roadhouse shirtless working the barn thing for her. And talking about the main girl who does survive in the end, her fucking story was crazy. Like, they were pretty much hinting that Jason's running out here raping people now. Because she tells him this story because she's damaged this whole time. Like, I just can't remember what happened. And I'm like, what the fuck? Was she in one of the movies before? I'm confused as shit.
Well, I know that she went out to the forest to be alone because her mom smacked her because she came in late. It's like, don't you come in my house late. And then
sleeping with that 87-year-old guy?
Like, my mama has never slapped me. I was like, you obviously not had a real mom because everybody gets slapped by their mother at least one fucking time. Like, I mean, it doesn't matter. Maybe not hard enough to like beat you up, but just like, don't you dare sass me. Like, sorry. I'm gonna
go on, skin that smoke wagon.
You're damn right you're scared. I can see it in your eyes.
Like you red.
But yeah, she goes out there to be alone under the tree, and I don't know. She just said this hideous, grotesque man was out there,
and it was Jason.
I know, but I think that maybe I never got the implied that he was going to rape her. I just thought he was going to kill her, and she got away.
Well, the thing is that he grabs her, he drags her away. She blacks out, and she goes, and I woke up in my bed. My parents never mentioned it to me, and I don't know what happened.
That's true. That is weird.
Yeah, they're really like hinting the fact that Jason's out here raping motherfuckers now. And
well, he does live out in the forest and he's lonely. He's been out there a while.
It's so weird that they put that in there.
I don't think maybe what happened is, I mean, if you're really gonna dissect it, which is it's pointless at this point, but if you were gonna dissect that scene, you could say that maybe she got away and it was so traumatized and she wound up like stumbling back to her house in like a shock phase and went to bed, and then her parents never even knew about it, and she kind of blocked out the rest. I mean, you could even go with that, like it's some kind of psychosomatic shit. I don't know.
Why would Jason not kill her in the first place?
That's what I'm
Why
saying.
would he just leave her there? I mean, he's done that before with girls. He's just left them laying around. He's like, no, not today.
He's only taken.
Not today.
He only takes a few girls back to his house anyway. Like he's like, it's a special place. But okay, so
Ali comes back out at the right. We forgot to mention that in its entirety. Ali just pops up and he's like, my hand's fucking gone in 2 seconds, and then I'm dead.
When she confronts Jason at the barn, which is a pretty cool, intense scene when Jason tracks her down to the barn. This is the final scene of the movie. It's pretty intense. It's shot pretty well. I mean, as far as what's going on, and Jason's like, you know, at this point he's pissed. I mean, she's fucked his brand new jeans up that he got at Walmart, those Wranglers, and he's mad about it. And he's like, all right, you know what? I'm really gonna fuck you up. And she's hanging on the rafter of the barn while he's like looking around, all pissed off. And then when he sees her, she just like does like a Spider-Man drop on top of his fucking head. And this is Jason. Like otherwise he would just caught her and just slit her fucking throat or broke her neck. But no, he gets knocked down from this fucking, I don't know, 110-pound girl, and this guy's like a 250 monster. And she runs, he follows her upstairs and then throws the rope over his fucking neck and drop kicks the bitch off the window and breaks his neck. Now this part is where I get funny, dude. I get tickled because when she opens the door, Jason's still alive. And he takes his mask off and goes, hey. He just wanted to be like, is that door hurt? And he put his mask back on. Like, it was funny that he opened his mask up just to go, it's like one of those faces, like, it's like one of those faces you'd make if you just like crossed over like somebody in basketball. You'd be like, whoop, and when you're like, ha! Just to let you know you didn't hurt me.
Yeah, it's like Mayweather when he gets hit and he gets embarrassed, he goes,
yeah, because there was no point of him to do that. Like, unless he really wanted to, like, you think I'm hot? Check it out. He's like, Facebook me. And anyway, so he gets the rope undone, and then he's really, this is it. This is the moment she's going to die. It's all going to be good. And that's when Blood Check McCrick Ali pops up, and he's like, hey! And as soon as he said, hey, Jason's like, motherfucker, I thought I already killed you. And then he really starts chopping his ass up. He's like, one, don't you never put your hands on me again. And then she sees the axe, and she's like, okay, well, I'll use this. He turns around, and fucking, she gets him right in the head, and then instead of him dying, he goes, he Frankenstein.
That goes right to a point. Like, that was maybe the one shot that, other than that and the harpoon and the eyeball, everything else they did with the 3D, because the 3D was like a huge deal on this. It was the first time they ever used that equipment that they used for this particular film.
Yeah.
They wasted a lot of the beginning of the film just doing pointless fucking 3D shots. Like, oh yo-yo, look at me juggle fruit.
I hate that.
It was just, it was really annoying. But there were a couple shots that I feel like would have been cool in 3D, like him doing this shit at the end. And I think that's what that was for.
I thought that the idea that Jason literally, I mean, I get why he was, because his brain just got split a little bit, but he's like walking like Frankenstein at that point. He's like, ooh.
It was a cool looking shot though, because he was taking up the whole frame. But yeah, I got it.
And then, you know, so he does that, and then I get, what did she stab him with? She got him. Did he just fall over after that?
Yeah, I think that was it. He got the axe in the head, and then he's laying there where he remains for most of the film, and then it's over.
Yeah, and then she goes out in the canoe in the boat and waits for help, as all the other ones do. For some reason, they just think it's safe to go out on a canoe in a boat in the fucking middle of a guy. You better run, bitch! Go back to town, like, or something. I don't know. Get your car started.
It's not even their fault. It's the writers of the fucking film. Like, stop doing the same shit over and over again.
She does this. She wakes up in the morning. She sees fucking Jason in the window going. It's like, he was like, you think they did?
He was in the window like, it's my money and I did it now.
He's like, he looked like just such a fucking weirdo because he was like, and he was like horny. It looked like he was horny. He was like, ugh.
It's like when you're a kid and you're grounded and you're reading a book, but then you look out your window and you see your friends playing, you're like, fuck it!
And then
he runs out the window.
Yeah, he's like, he opens the door, he's like, here I come, motherfucker! And then she looks up and he's gone, but guess what? We're not done yet with this scene. All of a sudden, Mrs. Voorhees,
Grandma McPerkins,
who she's never seen before, so I don't know how they thought that she would know who she was, pops out of the water, drags her under the boat, as Jason did in the first one, as Jason did in the second one. Or not the second one, but just drags her in the boat. It's not new at this point.
Yeah.
And then she wakes up again. It's a dream.
Grandmama Voorhees did look good though.
She did look good.
That special effect was nasty.
I tap it. She got that old swamp ass going. But no, you know, she comes out of the house. She's giggling. She's, you know, at this point she's psychotic. She's gone. She's lost her fucking marbles, and she'll never find them again. And it's a dream. Now, the only thing I was always thinking of was that she never saw Pamela Voorhees. She never got to see what she looks like. How the fuck would she dream about it?
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't make any sense. Like, I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to throw that scene in there for whatever reason. And the cops are talking and stuff. And they're like, yeah, she's a nutty. She's a nutty. And then you see them driving away and Jason laying there and then... And that's it. And then, I mean, the camera focused in on Jason. Literally, he's not moving.
They wanted him to be dead. They wanted that to be the end of it, and that's a big problem with these movies at this point. Is that like they just don't? They're afraid to do anything new because the first movie worked so well. They just want to keep doing the same. Oh, we got to lull him to sleep and then do a jump scare. But in this one, they left him laying there because they wanted you to think he was dead. But no one fucking thought that. You got to give Jason a cooler death than just an axe, just the tip.
I think
the tip of the fucking axe went in.
I think that's probably why they decided to go back and well, I mean, first off, the franchise itself was making them so much money.
This
I mean,
ton.
Yeah, they're not even thinking like at that point. They're thinking like, look, we got to go back and fix this shit. That'd be like, you know, Wes Craven wanted Freddy to die after the first one. He didn't even want sequels.
Yeah.
you could imagine that if you're only having one Nightmare on Elm Street, would it be fucking classic and epic? Yes, but imagine no other Nightmare on Elm Streets.
Also, around this time, like, the critics were really going hard after these movies, like saying it was sadistic that they're making these movies, and shame. So, like, the suits and stuff that were involved with it kind of didn't want to be associated with this shit right then, so they were thinking about ending it. But then it made $36 million on like a $4 million budget, I think, and like started a whole bunch of 3D movies and shit like that. So obviously you're gonna go back to it. But I give this one a 5. I love how big fucking Jason is. I wish they would have utilized his bigness a little bit better. I like the look of Jason.
That's what she said.
This is one of my favorite. I call it simplistic traps Jason because he's got those big fucking like just fucking. He looks huge. He
like
looks
a cobra.
awesome. I really enjoyed the guy who played him in this one. I thought he did a great job. And there's a couple cool kills, but it just wasn't there for me.
I'm about a 5 too. Not that I hated it, and again, the plot was. It was there. I mean, there was something going on, I'm sure, but it just felt to me like only time I cared at all was when Jason had his mask on and we got to see those fucking cool kills. Like that was the part that I loved the best, and that's about it. When he was on screen, it made it worth it. And that's about 4.5 of my fucking rating. The other 5.5 is Shelley trying his best to fuck that girl.
The thing that happens at the end there is the cops don't even go, oh look, that's Jason. Let's pick him up or put him in a fucking van or something and like, let's get this bitch out of here.
Yeah.
And then they just drive off,
I would too,
and leave the fucking terrible cops, terrible everything. But so that's our rating. The next one's gonna get good. I'm excited to talk about
the next
that
one really gets good.
But comment down below, what are your all's thoughts on this? I won't tell you where this one ranks.
Did you get stabbed in the head with an axe?
I got a little bit of ding-dongs. But we love your fucking faces, and we'll be back with the final chapter. That's not the final chapter. Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Fuck you, Barbara.
We love your goddamn faces. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button, get some fucking whooping.
Okay, are we fucking rodeo clowns?
Snap it. Good God now. Get it up now.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie. Yeah. You know what? We did a review. We watched a movie. We watched a movie.